Hey, Mark Nelson, really glad you're here. Today, what we're going to be talking about is creating your vision for your future life. One of the most powerful trainings you can ever go through. I want to ask you a question though. What would it feel like if you could plan out your future? What would it feel like if you had the life of your dreams? If you could plan out exactly what your future life could be, what would that be worth to you? Before we get going, I'm really serious about this. You really need to focus on the words I'm going to tell you, on your vision. So turn off your social media, put your phone on vibrate or shut it off, and close the door. And take out a piece of paper and write down some notes. So let's talk about what's possible. See, this is where this comes from. The first book about vision was written in 1910 called The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. And if you would like a PDF copy of that, I have it. I could certainly get it out to you. Following that, what came was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Probably one of the most sought after books, most read books by home business owners and entrepreneurs. Coming from Think and Grow Rich was The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. And if you've read any of those or seen any of those, they have put the power of creating your vision that creates your future. The same thing can happen to you. You know, when I first got started in this industry, I was always told the first thing I had to do was write down your why. And maybe you've heard that, right? So what is your why? What is your why that makes you cry? See, that's what I kept hearing. But I want to talk to you about it because I actually heard something that actually made more sense to me. They said you have to go 7 questions deep. And what I mean by that, see, my first why was I wanted to leave a legacy to my kids, to my family. And then it actually works best in partners. But so then the first question comes up, well, why is that important to you? Why do you need to set a legacy? So I can set them up for life, so they never have to work again. Well, why is that important to you? And so on and so forth. 7 different questions. Unbelievable that where that takes you. See, it wasn't about setting up my legacy. It was really proving to my mom and dad who were since deceased, that I was the child that they thought I should be. That was my why. But, you know, here's a question for it. If you have your why, has it really worked? I mean, it's probably gotten you here, it gotten you started. That's what mine did, was get me started, gave me the energy to get a business and say, I'm going to get this thing going no matter what. But will it take you to the top? You know, when things are really going wrong, will it take you to the top? So do whys work? See, most whys come from a place of lack and pain. See, I had really felt that I needed to prove to my parents that I was the son they really thought they had. But see, a vision impacts the world. It's coming from greatness. So we also talk about goals. See, goals are great, but they're really not enough, right? You know, so what happens in tough times if you don't hit your goals, right? They're just not enough. See, goals only work when accompanied by a vision to get you past the really tough days. Without a strong and clear vision of your own, you're going to be unable to create the greatness you seek. You'll not be able to lead others to their greatness because you follow other people's visions. So here's what I know. No matter where you are, no matter what you've done or haven't done, you can create your vision right here and ignite the fire within to become the unstoppable you that you know exists. First things first, though, before we get this thing going, what do you see of yourself? Do you see yourself in a better situation than where you currently are? There's no excuses where you currently are. I mean, do you have excuses that say, well, I'm making this amount of money because I don't have the business of my dream because. See, most people need to create excuses as to where they are now. See, this is not you. This is not you. What do you want? Now think big. Create you at the biggest level that you've ever imagined. Who do you want to be described as? Now, if you've got that, take it and stretch it bigger. And I don't know what the vision is of you, but make it bigger. Are you speaking on the Vegas Strip? Are you a $100,000 earner? Do you have $100,000 clients? Make it bigger than what you see. The next thing is you need to suspend disbelief. We all have them. What are your limiting beliefs? See, I was always told by a sibling that I was never good enough. And I never even knew that was there until somebody started questioning what was holding me back. See, are you limiting your beliefs because you don't understand? It was easy for him or her. You don't know me. It's not working for me. I don't have the money. Are those the limiting beliefs you have? You're not techy enough. You aren't good enough. See, here's what I know. What you say is your future. Arguing for your limitations will fulfill your own prophecy. So if you say you're not good enough, guess what? That's what you're telling your brain. You're not good enough. If you're not techy enough, guess what? Your brain says, you can't do this. You're not techy enough. You're not creative enough. You got to change that stinking thinking. If you haven't moved forwards towards your goals for an extended period of time, you're most likely holding on to something. See, I was. I really was. Didn't even know it was there. So what is it? Did you have it all and lost it? Are there money issues? Medical condition? Learning disability? I don't know, but what is holding you back? Okay, so let's get on the next thing. And this is where it's going to start getting huge for you. What do you want? Do you want to give to a special charity? Do you want to give to your church? Whose life do you want to affect? Do you want to just wake up in the morning and be happy to wake up? So you can have what you want because you are of value. We were put here because we are of value. And you can have whatever you choose to have. But here's the biggest question. Who are you going to lead? What do you see? A house? If you do, can you see the front yard? Can you smell that green grass? Can you see the front door? The kitchen? Do you have a pool in the backyard with kids jumping all over the place? Do you see them playing? See, when you start thinking about your vision, you got to actually see these things. See them and believe them. A car. Now, I'm not a big car guy, but so many people are car people. So if it's a car, what kind? When you get this car, where are you going to go? Are you going to cruise the United States? Are you going to cruise the back roads? Who are you going to show your car to? What's that new smell like? When you quit your job, how will you spend your time? How cool is that? When you quit your job, what are you going to be doing? If it's charity, how is the people going to thank you? Will you give at Christmas to someone? Will you receive letters from the people you help? Tears of joy and thanks? If you're on the stage speaking, what's your story? Breathe it in, the lights, your name. What will people say? Who is going to be proud of you? Who is your perfect mate? Maybe that's what it is. What will you do? See, I don't know what's in your vision. Are you in a tough relationship now? Was it always like that? What needs to happen? Who do you need to become? Someone big in their lives and haven't seen it yet? I want you to see yourself winning. How will it feel when you attain your dreams? How will people see you? How will you finally see yourself? I want to talk about some quotes about vision. Leaders are limited by their vision rather than by their abilities. Not all dreamers are winners, but all winners are dreamers. Your dream is the key to your future. The Bible says that without a vision, people perish. Muhammad Ali, and this dates me because Muhammad Ali was a top boxer when I was growing up. Champions aren't made in the gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them, a desire, a dream, a vision. Oprah Winfrey says, create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life because you become what you believe. Tony Robbins, see it better than it is or you have no future. Without vision, there's no possibility of improvement. Steve Jobs, if you are working on something exciting that you really care about, you don't need to be pushed. The vision pulls you. If you have a strong enough vision, you see it every day, it keeps pulling you for achieving whatever you need to achieve to get to that vision. In order for you to change your future, you must first change the way you view yourself. And there's so much truth to that. How you describe yourself is how you are fulfilling your prophecy. Change the way you see yourself and change the way you want will show up. Show up different. See, this is Mark Cuban. When I got to Dallas, I was struggling. Sleeping on the floor with 6 guys in a 3-bedroom apartment. I used to drive around and look at the big houses and imagine what it would be like to live there and use that for motivation. So how do you see yourself? That's what your vision is. Every day, step into who you want to be. See yourself where you want to be. Become the person you see as unstoppable. Act as though, not fake it till you make it. See, frustration is the gap of where you believe you are and where you believe you should be. But know your destination. Know your power. Know your vision of greatness. Your vision is happening right now. You've already seen it happening. Create your perfect vision right now. So here's what I want you to do. Take out a fresh sheet of paper and start creating your vision. Get yourself in a quiet place and close your eyes. Where do you see yourself in 20 years? In 10 years? Where are you living? Are you traveling? Who are you with? Who are you leading? Are you giving money to charity? Are you speaking on the stage? Write down that vision and make it big. Describe your life as how you want to see it within the next years. See, write it down. Create your vision. Feel the power of that vision. Post your vision where you can see it every day. In your bathroom, on your computer screen, on sticky notes. I don't know how big your vision is. It doesn't have to be very long. But post it where you can see it every day. Better yet, get out a journal and rewrite that vision. Maybe in the morning and maybe at night. Let that be the last thing you go to bed to, and let your mind circle on that all night long. Post your vision out in the public. Tell your family. Post it in the group. Let it be known what you're going to accomplish in the world.